Since the most recent update, update 4.0.0, there are now many different ways that you can play the PlayStation Portal, including streaming games directly from your PS5, streaming from the cloud, couch co-op, account sharing, and even online multiplayer. When you throw the different PlayStation Network account types into the mix, things do start to get a little complicated. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what is possible with the PlayStation Portal and what you need to do to get it all to work. Starting with the Portal at its most basic function, you can stream games directly from your console to the Portal via your home network, which can also be configured to work away from home too. You need to have a PlayStation Network account, but it doesn't need to be any of the paid subscription versions. It can just be a bog standard free account. You need to be logged into this account on the console and on the Portal in order to access digitally downloaded content, or if you have a disc version of the PS5, whatever is loaded into the drive. You can also use a free account if you want to play an offline couch co-op game such as Sackboy. Here I have a free PlayStation Network account signed into the Portal, whilst a guest is logged into the console on the TV. I'm not sure how beneficial this really is unless you don't have a second controller, but nonetheless, it does work. If you want to play an online couch co-op game such as Diablo 4, then the main account of the console needs to have an active PlayStation Plus subscription. Bear in mind that most of the benefits of PlayStation Plus, including online play, can be shared with all other users of the console if you enable console sharing and offline play in the PlayStation 5's settings. This will allow anyone that's signed into that console to get online, so as long as that person's PSN account is linked to a Battle.net account, you can play Diablo 4 as a couch co-op game just like Sackboy. This sharing of PlayStation Plus benefits also extends to the likes of GTA Online, although that game is strictly online with no couch co-op available. The bottom tier of PlayStation Plus subscriptions is the Essentials plan, which enables you to play games online and offers usually 3 or 4 games each month that can be added to your digital library for free. And once they're added, they're yours forever. The middle tier plan is PlayStation Plus Extra, which gives you everything from the Essentials plan, but with the added benefit of being able to download any of the games from the online catalogue to your console. Now, keep that in the back of your mind because this is actually a lot more useful than you might think, and we're going to come back to that shortly. The top tier PlayStation subscription, PlayStation Plus Premium, gets you everything in the previous 2 plans, but also enables you to stream games directly from the cloud. Up until recently, this has only worked on consoles, but now since update 4.0.0, streaming from the cloud to the Portal is supported. It's still in beta and you don't get access to the full games catalogue, not yet anyway, but Sony are adding to it all of the time. What this means though is that firstly you don't even need a PlayStation 5 in order to play games on a Portal, but if you do already have a console, you can stream one game on the Portal from the cloud via a premium subscription and have another totally different game playing on the PlayStation 5. And there's a couple of different ways to do that. Firstly, if you have just a single PlayStation Network account, you can only have one device online at a time. If you try and stream a game from the cloud and have another game running on the console on that same account, it will force one of the devices to log out. However, if you're playing an offline game on the PlayStation 5, then you can disable the option to connect to the internet on that console, which will then allow both devices to be used at the same time on the same account. The moment that both are connected to the internet though, one will get booted. The other option here is of course to simply create another free PlayStation Network account and have that person sign into the console as a user. When they do this, they inherit the vast majority of your PlayStation Plus benefits, along with being able to save their own progress on games, have their own friends list, and so on. So, since the Portal can now be used independently of the PlayStation 5, it does mean that you can, if you want to, use 2 portals at the same time. One streaming from the cloud and the other streaming from the console. Couch co-op, however, isn't available with this configuration since only one Portal is actually connected to the console. If that's a bit confusing, just remember that when your Portal is streaming from the console, you can think of it as effectively just another controller, but with a built-in screen. Now, I mentioned downloading games from the online catalogue if you have a PlayStation Premium subscription. Well, the reason that this can be so awesome is because once a game is downloaded, it is automatically available to other PlayStation Network accounts on that console, which means that you can play all of the available online multiplayer games on either two portals or on a portal and a console via the TV. For example, here I am attempting to play an online game of Cricket 24, a game I have never purchased, but that is downloadable from the online library. I have it streaming via the cloud on one portal and streaming via a free PlayStation account on the other through my console. I did the same with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and GTA 5 Online. And as Sony add more streamable games to the portal, this will only get better and better. GTA is a little more fiddly due to having to sign up both accounts to Rockstar Online, but once sorted, they worked flawlessly. I tested playing both portals on and offline for a couple of hours and didn't have any issues with picture quality, disconnections, or any noticeable increase in input lag. If your home network isn't quite up to scratch though, it may struggle streaming two portals at the same time. As for party and chat, both of these features work on a portal that's streaming from a console, and if you're using a pair of headphones or wired earbuds like these good old faithful Apple ones, the audio will work through those too. That's not the case though, at least not yet, for games that are being streamed from the cloud via Premium. There simply isn't any way to access those features in the menu. I'm certain that that will change at some point, but it isn't available right now. The PlayStation Portal has been one of the most interesting and divisive pieces of gaming tech to have been released in years. I've been a big fan of remote play ever since it came out, either via my computer, tablet or phone, which, incidentally, don't have access to streamable games via Premium. That is a Portal-only feature. In the week or so since the update was released, Sony have added a bunch of games to the Portal's catalogue, and since streaming obviously appears to be the direction that Sony wants to take, I only expect it to get better from here. One thing to bear in mind though is that this is in beta. Things will undoubtedly change and Sony may even remove access full stop for periods of time. I hope they won't, but Sony will do what Sony wants, so just keep that in mind. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to anyone that has liked, commented or subscribed. Means a lot.